Well, if it were 20 years ago and you wanted to go see what homes were available for sale, you'd hop in your car, you'd crank up the engine, and you'd drive to the nearest physical real estate office. You'd walk in the door, you'd sit at a physical desk, and a real estate agent would walk over, they would greet you, maybe give you some coffee or water, and then they would ask you what you were wanting to see. And you tell them, listen, I want to see homes that are available for sale. And they would say, well, we'd love to help with that. Let us show you the homes that we have for sale here in our office. And guess what? Good news. The hot sheets, yes, the hot sheets just showed up, and we can even show you homes that are for sale that are outside of our office. I mean, this is mind blowing. They'd pull out a binder and they'd flip through it and show you all these options. And then when you found one that you wanted to see, if it wasn't listed by the office that you were located at, they would then have to drive to that office, go get those keys. Then you'd go to the house, then take the keys back, and then drive back to the office you started at. If you're anything like me, that just took about 4 hours, and geez, that sounds like a lot in 2019. Well, needless to say, this thing called the internet, you may have heard of it, came along. In fact, I know you've heard of it because you're watching me on the internet. And it came along and changed everything to the point where now, quite literally, we have tens of thousands of real estate websites. And what those websites have given us, among many things, is not only options, but it has given us data. It's allowed us to see the full picture of what is for sale, how are trends happening and moving, and large-scale things like cost per square foot and how much of a difference does a school system make. All kinds of incredible pieces of content that have allowed us to filter pricing. But equally what it's done is it's given that same power to corporations and to businesses. And in fact, if we were to look on the stock market, you would see that there are many of the largest companies in the world who are now taking all of this data and saying, hey, listen, we want to infuse billions of dollars into the housing market. And so what you've seen is not only maybe the companies you've seen up on a billboard as you drive down 85, and maybe as you're heading home coming down 20, or maybe you are hitting the perimeter and you're doing the circle. If you have done any of these, you've seen the billboards, you've seen the companies, we buy cash, we will move you on your timeline. And so the real estate landscape has massively changed. And so what we have done as a team is we said, hey, listen, this gets massively complicated. There is no way you, the consumer, can possibly know how many companies are there, what are their differences, what are the amenities, how does this differ from the traditional process of how I probably bought my home, of hiring a real estate agent, being on the MLS, and we're not anti that. We actually do that, and we're one of the top teams in the nation at doing that. But what we know is there's just simply no way for the consumer, you, to know all this. And so what we've done is we have created a system and a platform that allow us to have a network of cash buyers, these massive companies, some of the largest on the planet, who have said, hey, we want to invest money into these specific markets and we want to partner with you and your team to do it. And so we've built out this platform that allows us to take the data from your home and the pictures from your home and all the specifics, the things that we know are valuable to the process that are going to maximize your profit. We built out this platform. We take all of that data, we push it through it, and then we're going to be receiving all of these offers on your property from companies, frankly, you've never even heard of. Companies that you didn't know existed, and yet those companies want an opportunity to put an offer in front of you on your home. And so I say that to tell you, listen, the landscape has dramatically changed, and now more than ever, it is imperative. It is absolutely unequivocally imperative that you have someone standing next to you who is not only a leading expert in listing a home traditionally, which again, we do, and frankly, we do very well at, but equally can help you navigate through this other side of the water that says, hey, there are people, there are companies, there are businesses, there are Inc. 500, Inc. 100, Inc. 50 who are saying, we want to swing, we want a shot at that house, and we help you navigate through that to make sure you are maximizing your profit, or allowing you to know a traditional route is actually best for my home. Well, my name is Mark McMinn. I lead the Mark McMinn Real Estate team here in Metro Atlanta and Metro Greenville, South Carolina. Huge things are ahead, and as the landscape continues to change, and as more and more players come into the markets that we are serving, they're coming to us. And they're coming to us because they know what we offer and the professionalism with which we lead our business. And so I want to be connected. I want this to be the beginning of a conversation that we keep going together, because no matter what, we are going to bring excellence, professionalism, and a high level of expertise to the conversation for you, for your family, and most importantly, for your future. So again, my name is Mark McMinn, and I'm excited about our future together, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. Bye-bye.